Coming to you live, Conversations with Mr. Body here on this beautiful Friday afternoon, right? And so what is today? Today is Fit Friday, Flex Friday, Fun Friday, Friday, right? For a lot of you, right? And so listen, what we're going to talk about is how many days a week you should work out to see new results towards your goals, right? And just to give you some tips on how to get started right, so that you can start to see the results that you're looking for. And so here's the short answer, right? The short answer is it really truly depends on where you are in your journey. Like, are you just getting started? Have you not worked out in a very long time, right? Or are you somewhere in the intermediate phase where it's just like, you know what, I've kind of been doing a little bit something, but I just want to take my results to a new level? Because the answer to that question is going to determine where you are. But we'll start at the beginning, right? If you are new to working out and you're just getting started with your workout program, here's the key for you, right? I always tell everyone to get started with the CDC recommendations for just being healthy. What does that mean? Listen, the CDC recommends that all adults should be doing a minimum of 90 minutes of strength training per week, right? That's just to be healthy. What is strength training? Strength training is anything that's going to be building your muscles. So you can do that through body weight, you can do that through machines, free weights, dumbbells, kettlebells, resistance bands, stability balls. There's just so many different ways that you can do your strength training, right? But when you're getting started, you want to do a minimum of 90 minutes of strength training per week. So what is that? That's 3 days of 30 minutes a day, right? Don't just group all 90 minutes into one workout if that's all you're doing and feel like, well, hey, you said 90 minutes. No, spread it out for the course of 3 different workouts for the week, right? So that you can get yourself going on the right track, and then you can start to make some adjustments as you start to see your body change on that. When it comes to cardiovascular activity, they recommend that you start with 2.5 hours of cardiovascular exercise per week. What is that? That's 5 days a week of 30 minutes a day. Now you can break that up however you want. Let's just say if you want to group both together and say, you know what? Well, I just want to do 3 days a week, right? Okay, cool. You can do your 30 minutes of strength training, and then you can get into your 45 or so minutes of cardiovascular activity to get your 2.5 hours for the week, right? That's if you're just getting started, right? Just to get going. Now, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're getting in your entire body. One of the biggest mistakes that I see a lot of individuals make when they first get started with their workout programs is that they just try to focus on a particular muscle group or their target areas. Listen, you can't spot train. Can you focus on a little bit more attention on particular areas and particular muscle groups? Absolutely. But spot training is not it, right? You want to train your whole body, because here's why. All of your muscles are connected. So the more effective you are with training your whole body, where you can add a little bit of emphasis on particular muscle groups, you will see better results towards your goals. Now, if you're an intermediate person and working out is not new to you, maybe you fell off a little bit, whatever the case may be, now you can get into a little bit more detailed things, and you can start to vary the length of time that you're working out. When it comes to days, it's really just dependent upon your goals, right? The average time for a good workout is somewhere around 60 minutes. It all depends on your structure, right? Making sure that you're not taking a whole lot of rest time. You know what's doing some circuits, doing some supersets, and things of that nature to maximize that hour that you are working out. When you are trying to create some new results, here's one of the things. You want to do your strength training before your cardio. Why? Because if you do your cardio first, you'll be fatigued. What that means is when you start to do your strength training, you won't be strength training to the level of your muscles' capability. Hence, that means you're not going to lift the weights that your muscles are capable of doing. And so if you're not lifting the weights that your muscles are capable of doing, they're not going to be challenged during the workout. Even though you feel challenged because you're already fatigued, right? Doesn't mean that your muscles are actually challenged. And that's why you're not going to see the results, right? And so how many days? Listen, you can get in 5 days a week, right? Have 2 rest days. You know what? People will work out Monday through Friday, take the weekend off. It's all dependent on you, right? But again, it just depends on how you structure your workouts, right? I'm gonna give you a couple of different things that you could do. One, if you're doing 3 days a week, right? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Why do you wanna do days apart? Because your muscles need at least 24 hours of recovery time in between working them out, right? So the simplest way is to take a day in between. Can you strength train back-to-back days? Absolutely. You just don't want to touch the same muscle group back-to-back days. So if you do chest today, you don't want to do chest tomorrow if you're working out. You want to take at least a day in between. So the easiest structure, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, something like that, where you have at least a day in between. Here's 2 ways to structure your 3 days a week, right? You can do 2 muscle groups a day, because you have 6 main muscle groups, 7 including your abs, right? But you can set that aside for other times. So chest and triceps, easy one. Back and biceps, legs and shoulders, right? That's going to cover your entire body. You figure out when you're going to incorporate your abs in there. You can do them every other day. Don't do them every day. That's a whole nother conversation. Trust me, doing abs every day is not the way, right? So that's one way to structure your 3 days a week. The next way is to just do total body each time, especially if you are having, right, a day in between, 24 hours of rest in between. You can do total body on Monday, total body on Wednesday, total body on Friday. My key thing for you to understand with total body is try not to do the same exercises. Don't do the same exact workout that you did on Monday on Wednesday and the same thing that you did on Wednesday on Friday. You want to vary it because your body will adapt and you will not see the results that you are trying to see, right? And so that's one way. Here's a 4-day a week, right? You can do 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, take off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, take off Saturday and Sunday. That's another way of doing it, right? When it comes to your strength training, right? How you can set up those back-to-back days, easiest way is upper body one day, lower body the next day, right? That's how you can structure it. Upper, lower, lower. The next way of doing it is you can incorporate 3 on each day, right? So one of the ways that I do it when I'm doing 4 days a week is I do chest, back, and biceps on one day, legs, shoulders on triceps the next day, and that's how I repeat that later on in the week on Thursday and Friday, right? So that's just one of the ways, another way that you can do it, right? I'm just trying to simplify your journey, but again, it just depends on the results that you're looking to see. The amount of time that you spend in the gym, right? It all is determined by the results that you were looking to create and how your body is reacting. You need to pay attention to, which is why you want to start keeping track of your measurements, your weight, your body fat, and all of that stuff so that you know if you're making progress. Because if you're not making progress, then you need to start to make some adjustments to the length of time of your workouts, to the intensity of your workouts, and to how many times per week you're working out, because that's what's going to be the key. Of course, nutrition is really going to be the key because nutrition is 80% of the game, but this is Fit and Flex Friday. But don't forget your nutrition. Make sure that you adjust your nutritional habits so that you can see the results that you wish to see. But that's just a simple way of starting to get yourself started, whether you're a beginner or intermediate. If you're advanced, you already got this, and we would have to have a way more detailed conversation in order to make some adjustments for your new goals, right? But it's your boy, Mr. Body, giving you some value. If you got some value in this video, feel free to hit the share button, tag somebody that needs to hear this message, invite somebody to come and watch this video so that they too can get the same value that you got, all right? Have an awesome and powerful day,